Hello and welcome. Great to have you along here for the NBA on 2K Sports, a Sunday broadcast of the NBA. It'll be Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers facing off against David Lee and the Golden State Warriors.
Greetings, everyone. Kevin Harlan here alongside my partners Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Glad to have you join us. Western Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Los Angeles Lakers intent on protecting home court. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Terrell Wright and David Lee are the forwards. Monte and Curry in the backcourt. And it's Beatrice in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Lakers, Howe and Bynum filling up the middle. Kobe and Artest are the wingmen, and it's Fisher in at the point guard.
You know, the Lakers are a really good defensive team, and one key is they don't foul you. They don't send you to the line unnecessarily. Last season, they were lowest in the league in free throw attempts they gave to the opposition. And it's the Warriors to start out. And there's an intentional foul, but I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, tough to explain that one. But it looks like he just lost his focus. I have no idea why he was there.
And even the foul, I mean, you can't be wrapping guys up like that. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. That's a meaningless play.
Now here's Ellis. Lee, a screen on Artest. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Going back to the Lakers defensively, part of the reason, Steve, they didn't foul is that their big men could just go straight up and bother a lot of shots inside.
Yeah, and the presence of their bigs inside allowed them to close out aggressively on the perimeter. The Lakers were the third best team in the league in opponent three-point percentage because of their ability to stretch out to the three-point line defensively and funnel everybody towards those bigs.
Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mark Jackson.
And guys, he didn't want to minimize the importance of defense, but he did say that a good performance offensively is the main priority. If they get that, he said, they'll be able to put up with any shortcomings defensively. Let's see how it plays out, Kevin.
Wonderful stuff, Doris. Thanks. The early game plan, Clark, centered around their offense, it sounds like.
Yeah, and I think that's fine as long as they don't sacrifice anything from an effort standpoint at the defensive end.
Yeah, exactly. And I like the strategy, guys, because when you get off to a good start offensively, you feel good about yourselves. And generally, that energy carries over to the defensive end as well.
Bynum, and their work on the board pays off with the second chance points. Lakers on D. Here's Ellis. The dish to Wright. Back to Ellis. Lee against Bynum. Here's Curry with the 3. Another miss by Curry.
I thought Gasol got off to such a fast start last season, but he might have worn down as the season went on. He was asked to play big minutes, especially early when Andrew Bynum was out with the injury.
Kobe against Ellis. Curry. He's covered by Fisher. 5 on the clock. Curry, good. Then, of course, for Pau Gasol in the playoffs, a lot of disappointment with his play, Clark. A game, in fact, or two where he even got booed at the Staples Center.
Yeah, you never like to see that, but he clearly did struggle in the playoffs. And he's extremely gifted, but some have tended to try to question his mental toughness or killer instinct. And I quite honestly think it's unfair. He's got a disposition and demeanor that lends itself to that kind of criticism, but anytime you can perform the way he has, that's impressive. And it actually helps him, the fact that he's got a deferring type of personality, to be an ideal number 2 guy for the Lakers, with Kobe Bryant being the obvious lead dog there. So it's a good fit, I think.
That's interesting. Stolen by Artest. Gets it to fall. And it's a tie ball game. And so here's Golden State. Now Curry. Back to Ellis. Up with it. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Ellis has got his first 2 points.
You know, Kevin, it turned out that Mike Brown was the man for the Lakers job, and he inherits an interesting team here in L.A. I mean, a lot of potential, but coming off a disappointing end to last season.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. We're getting back to Brown for just a second. Clark, you're just talking about him. You know, Steve, he has big shoes to fill. Anytime you're trying to replace a legend like Phil Jackson, there's a lot in front of you there.
Yeah, it's one of the highest profile coaching positions in any sport in the world. But Mike Brown will be prepared. I mean, he had to deal with the circus around LeBron James in Cleveland over those years and did a nice job there. So I think Mike Brown is the right guy for the job.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Matt Barnes is checked in for Artest, and Steve Blake is subbed in for Derek Fisher. And then for Golden State, Amundsen comes in for Andres Biedrins, and it's Williams in for Steph Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Lakers in the lead.
You know, the Warriors didn't fare very well against their opponents in the Pacific Division. I mean, despite having the 3rd best overall record in the division, they didn't have a winning record against any team in that division.
Williams kicks to Lee, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Pretty pass there, right where he needed to put it.
And the Lakers have possession. They trail by 1. Well, the Warriors, as you mentioned, Clark, struggling in the Pacific, 5-11, the worst interdivision record of any team in the Pacific Division.
Well, and sometimes when you play teams within your own division, they really have a feel for you. Golden State with that up-tempo style may be unable to catch the Pacific Division teams off guard like they could other teams.
Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Here's Kobe. Again, the miss by Kobe. Warriors leading by 3. Here's the break. Fires from deep. And Monte Ellis the bucket on the assist by Williams. Ellis has got 5.
You know, even though it's transition, he's got the green light to fire from there if he has a good look at it.
Bynum, no good. Now Ellis, he has 5. And right with the basket on the assist from Monte Ellis. Here's Barnes. Kobe, that's for 2. That doesn't go in either for Kobe.
Kind of a waste of a possession there.
Absolutely empty trip. That's not the shot you're looking for in that situation.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Warriors lead by 8.
And they're really keying in on getting as many good shots inside the lane as possible. They're doing it